What's up, everybody? I'm the Man Goose. You are awesome, and welcome to another rare episode of Your Goose is Cooked. Today I'm making butter beef. This is my take on butter chicken, which is traditionally an Indian dish, even if it does sound like a southern delicacy. Can I get your butter chicken recipe? It is just divine. But anyway, butter chicken is Indian, and lately I've been making a lot of Indian food, but using beef because you just can't order beef in an Indian restaurant because most Indians are Hindu and hold cows sacred. This recipe is kind of offensive now that I think about it. Oh well, I was curious as to what it would taste like, so here we go. First off, we'll need some beef. I'm using boneless rib meat. You could use whatever you want. I have some store-bought naan. If you want to see how to make naan from scratch, you can go watch the naan taco episode of Your Goose is Cooked. And some rice, which I will not be showing you how to cook. If you can't make rice, then this video is already way too advanced for you. Now we have some sauce ingredients. A can of tomato sauce, some garlic, half a stick of butter, my special ingredient, honey, and a habanero pepper. You can choose whatever pepper you want, or just use chili flakes. It's more traditional that way anyway. You decide if you want to light your ass on fire or completely nuke your O-ring like I'm about to do. Now the dry ingredients. A lot of them. Indian food uses large quantities and combinations of spices. We have onion powder, paprika, salt and pepper, gram masala, turmeric, coriander, and bay leaves. Or you can just say fuck it and grab a pre-mixed curry powder. I prefer to create my own balance, but you really can't go wrong with just dumping a load of curry powder in. Let's kick this shit off by cutting up some beef. You want around 1-inch pieces. This guy's a little too damn big, so I'll cut it right down the middle and start slicing. Set all that aside in a bowl or something. No need to season it, you'll get all the flavor you need out of the sauce. I am, however, going to throw some vegetable oil in here and get a nice coat on it. That's for when I brown the meat up. I'm going to be giving Uncle Jesse a rest this time. I'm going to be using this wok for damn near everything. Tomato sauce is highly acidic, so you shouldn't cook anything that's highly acidic in a cast iron skillet because it'll eat right through your seasoning. The seasoning being the non-stick oil surface you've built up on the cast iron. Let's crank the heat up as high as it'll go. Dump your meat in the wok once it's at full temp and just brown it up a bit. This is about good for me, so I'm going to dump all of that into a bowl and save it for later. Now let's get saucy. Butter chicken uses a spicy tomato sauce, so we're going to use tomato sauce as the base. But first, let's cut up some garlic. Toss that into the pan and let that start to cook up a bit while we slice up our habanero. You should probably wear rubber gloves when handling hot chilies like this, but I don't give a fuck. Slice this up. If you want less heat, remove the seeds. If you want it really hot like I do, just leave them in. The garlic is doing nicely, so let's dump in a can of tomato sauce, stir it up a bit, and toss your heat in. Now the spices. I don't measure any of this shit. Toss in a couple dumps of onion powder, a couple bay leaves, some paprika, gram masala, coriander, turmeric. I want some more coriander in there, a good pinch of salt, a few cracks of pepper, and you know what? We got the curry powder out. Let's dump some of that in there too. Go ahead and mix all that up. I got a bunch on the side of the pan, which is no good, but I got a plan for that ass, don't worry. Go ahead and throw in about a tablespoon of honey. You want this on a low simmer. It's a little too hot and bubbly right now. That's okay though, because we're about to throw in half a stick of butter. Stir the butter in there and use it to get any dry spices off the side. It should cool the sauce down a bit too if you have it too hot. See, butter really does make everything better. I'm going to leave this at a low simmer, just an occasional small bubbles coming up for about 20 minutes. Come back and check it often, stir it up to prevent any burning, and taste test as you go. This needs a bit more salt. You really need to keep an eye on this so the heat stays just right. If you let it get too hot, it's going to bubble up. A pot of bubbling tomato sauce will result in your kitchen looking like the scene of a double homicide. After 20 minutes, add your beef back in. Cover it as best as you can and let it go for another 20 minutes. Be sure to come back and stir occasionally. Time to plate it up. Throw down a bed of rice, Ladle some beef over it, toss your naan in the microwave to heat it up, grab a beer, and head to the table. Our beer today is Shotgun Betty, a Hefeweizen from Lone Rider Brewing Company out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Tear yourself off a piece of naan, make a tiny taco with some rice and beef, and take a bite. It's pretty damn good. I will say I think I prefer chicken, but the beef ain't bad at all. It isn't as hot as I wanted either, but still, it's still delicious. Let's take a sip of this beer. And the beer's good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good beer. It just doesn't pair well with this dish. I should have gotten something like a little more floral, I think. And there's the heat. Holy shit, it's a creeper. Yeah, that's actually pretty hot. Alright folks, I'm going to tuck into this. I know it's weird that I do occasional cooking shows, but if you stuck around this long, you obviously enjoyed it. This is the Man Goose signing off. You guys have a good one. Man Goose!